I am cleaning my freezer, and oh my gosh, it was just really bad. The ice up here was like this thick. So I got it all cleaned out, and now I'm trying to figure out how to get everything back in here in an easier way. So anyway, I made this, and it's actually from plants. It's like a plant tray. And what I did was I cut it to fit the length of the freezer, and I just zip tied it right here. The end I cut off, I overlapped it, and I zip tied it. So now, because what I want, what was happening, everything was getting stuck in the back. I had no idea what was in here, and I kept buying more food. These bins I've had, but they fit in nicely too. And I just want things that I can pull out. This is a Dollar Tree one. And back there I have those those freezer packs. So if my little makeshift drawer doesn't fit, I just put one or two of those behind. And I have the same thing back here because that's just wasted space. And I don't use those that often. So I have a couple more here behind this one, and these are all just containers I've had, and I'm trying to get them to fit as nicely as possible. But here's what the plant trays look like. They're way too long because the shelf ends here. So I cut them here and here, just whatever length my shelf was, and two of them fit perfectly in my freezer. Now they may not in your freezer if you want to do this, but this worked out great in my freezer. So anyway, now I'm trying to figure out how to put all the food back and make it more accessible so I don't continue to buy more food because it's all too much. Even though I do stock up, and I will continue to do that, I don't want the food to go bad. So anyway, so far so good. And these are all my coolers that I have my food stored in for now. And they're all full. And then I have these two that are all full. So I have a lot of food to put back, and I need to get it put back before it all thaws on me. So I'll be back later and show you how it went. All day I got my bins in, and I have some extra food like this bread. I have way too much bread, but I took inventory. But this works really nice. I can pull this out. I can pull this out, and then I'll know what's in there. Same with this. These are all vegetables. These are pretty much all vegan meats. Down here I have some big bags of vegetables, some fruit, my grandson's meat. Down here I have, this is all full of bread, like I said, way too much, and some French fries that I didn't have room for with the vegetables. But I need to eat this down. And then in the door I have some soy curls and some frozen meals, some popsicles and fruit, more frozen meals and vegan meatballs, vegan fish, and down there I have some yakisoba and hash brown potatoes. So all in all, I mean, my freezer is jam-packed full, and but at least it's neat and I know where everything is so that I can start eating this food down and not buying more and more freezer food. So now what I want to do is make my menus around what I have, and now that I know what I have, that'll be way easier to do. So this is my extra freezer. I have another freezer in the house that's also jam-packed full that I actually clean out more often. This one is not frost free, so at least once a year I have to defrost it. And as you can see, I just did this and it's already building up some frost, so I have to get this closed. But that's my plan, and oh, my back is just, I need a Tylenol or something. So this is what happens when I work all day bending over. I'm just totally shot. Oh my gosh, my back. So I took 2 naproxen. It seems to be the thing that works the best for me. Everybody sort of has their own thing that they like to, take for pain. I don't like to take medication at all, but when I feel like this, I really need to. So anyway, this is me the rest of the evening. I'm shot. I think I'll get in my jammies. It's almost 8 o'clock and just put my feet up. I'm in my recliner, watch a little TV and call it a day. But I did want to share my freezer adventure with you guys. And I know for me, food is always an issue, storing food. I either have too much or my freezer's a mess or, it's always something. It's really hard keeping track of food sometimes, especially when you prep and you buy a lot of extra food in case of emergencies. So that's why I need to clean out my pantries and my freezers every couple months. I look through them, but usually maybe twice a year I do a more thorough job. And the freezer in the garage, it's way better, way easier to clean out in the summer than in the winter. And I just use my blow dryer. I turn it off and open the garage door when it's warm out, and then I use my blow dryer and I just keep using it. Put some pans on the shelves to catch the water, and then just wipe it out. So this time I let it go a little too long though because the ice was really thick. I really should do it twice a year and then it wouldn't be so cumbersome. And like I said, this enables me to know what I have and to cook more from my pantry and from my freezer, because lately I have been stocking up on some freezer foods, and it was just a mess. I mean, I couldn't cram another thing in there if I wanted to. So now I have a little room, not to put more things in, but to cook it down. And then once I use up the older food, I'll start restocking it slowly with more food. So anyway, I just wanted to come on and say hello, let you know what I've been up to this past week. I've been at the boat. We kind of had planned a little vacation, but we were rained out, so we just hung out at the dock, which was fun too. And so I wanted to come home and get my freezer done, and then I think I'm going to go spend some more time at the boat. So, all right, my friends, I am really exhausted here. Jeez, just from cleaning a freezer. Oh my gosh. When I was younger, I could do that and clean the house all in the same day, but that ship has sailed. So anyway, I just want to say I love you guys. I wish you abundant blessings, and I'll see you next time.